Break one night. How about you, Smoky Mountain Smoky? Got your ears on?
You got your Smoky Mountain Smoky, bring it on.
10-4, you got the one blue trooper. What say we pull the plug on these old picture takers and back it on out into town for a short.
Oh, bid 10-4 on that short blue trooper. Oh, mercy day there, blue troopers. You see that 18-wheel hop?
What is up, guys? This is your man Shawn with Pam Transport and Driver Solutions. I know I probably sound crappy as ever. It's because I was just woken up out of a nice peaceful sleep by the guys at my consignee. Somehow, hey, we need your load. Well, I'm like, my appointment time isn't until 9 a.m., so let me sleep, please? And he was all like, well, we know it's at 9 a.m., but, we really need your load, like, right now. So I'm like, fine, whatever. He was like, you can come in and drop it and then come back out here. So I'm like, okay, sure, why not? So I ended up doing that, and here I am. Now I can't go back to sleep because I'm up. But I still feel tired. As you can see, look at that. Look at that face. Don't that look like a face of a tired man? But anyways, I promised a couple people I'd make a video, and I know it's been a while since I posted one, so here we go. This video we're going to talk about downgrades. One of the most dangerous things you can take and drive on as a truck driver if you don't know what you're doing. Some people take them for granted, underestimate them, and when you underestimate them, that can lead to a lot of issues. Everything that we're going to talk about is basically my opinion and what I do that I feel is safe for me. But really, in all actuality, the best way to, do it is to find out what works for you. How can you get down that downgrade safely? Okay. So, the rule of thumb is that you want to go down the downgrade within the same gear that you climbed up the hill or mountain with. And, there's some really big downgrades, across the country. And, there's some where, you have to get to the top and they actually make you come to a complete stop. They have a truck lane that branches out to the right. And, they have you come to a complete stop to make sure that you use your lower gears when going down this downgrade. So, for example, there's this one downgrade, I think it's like a 9 or 10%, and it's in Pennsylvania, off this U.S. highway. And I had the pleasure of experiencing it one day when I picked up a load that just happened to be about 43,000 pounds. It's pretty freaking heavy. And so, I'm climbing up the hill. Next thing you know, I see all these flashing lights, trucks next to right, must stop. And so I get up there, and sure enough, there's a lot of trucks sitting up here. And they have us come to a complete stop, start off in a lower gear, and stay in that lower gear. Like, the truck speed for that downgrade was like 15-20 miles an hour. They had cameras and flashing lights everywhere. And the reason why was because this was such a steep downgrade, and then to make it worse, they had a traffic light right at the bottom of it. Where do they do that at? Right? So, got up to the stop sign, finally, got a chance to go down. And I started picking up speed so fast. Now I remember, I'm like, well, hey, I am loaded heavy, so yeah, I will pick up speed real fast. So, the best case scenario for downgrades when it comes to controlling your speed is, using your best friend, which is that engine brake. You want to, try not to use your service brakes too much, because doing so, it doing so will significantly increase your chance of overheating your brakes. And when you overheat your brakes, your pads expand, and when that happens, you don't have any brakes. Cool story, bro, right? Cool story. Yeah. When you don't have any brakes, good luck at getting this bad boy stopped. If they have, in a situation where, you're going down a downgrade, and, you lose your brakes, you see a escape truck ramp, take it. We would rather for you to, damage your truck a little bit than to kill yourself or kill somebody else because you don't have any brakes coming down the downgrade. And you can definitely pick up speed on those things pretty quickly. There's a couple of downgrades I've been on where they had truck escape ramps every half mile. Every half mile. It was like an 8% downgrade for like 5 miles or so. And, that's a lot of, that was a lot of escape ramps, but yeah, every half freaking mile. Slow and steady wins the race when it comes to downgrades. There's no need to speed. Speeding is dangerous, especially when you're on them downgrades that have the windy roads. Yeah, no, not a good idea. Like I said, slow and steady wins the race. If you feel that being under 50 miles an hour is safe for you, I mean, there is no such thing as being too safe when it comes to downgrades. Take it at 45 miles an hour. Throw your hazards on. See, a lot of people do that, and I do it sometimes too, depending on how steep the downgrade is. The rule of thumb with that, the steeper the downgrade, the more dangerous it is, and the less speed you should consider. When I go down downgrades, I like to keep my speed around 50 to 55 miles an hour. If it's over 7%, then hey, I'm down to 45 to 50 miles an hour. Even when you're climbing, you want to, if you're under 60 miles an hour, why not throw your flashers on? If you're around 55, 56, or even if you're below 55, throw them flashers on. Make sure, it's part of the Smith system, make sure you be seen. Okay, because there are some idiots out there, even though we're driving big white trucks with red and black and white logos on the back of it, with red LED lights at the top and lights on the bottom, we're still invisible to people, surprisingly. I know, right? You think that's kind of impossible, with the size of our vehicle, but I've been proven otherwise. Like this one time, recently, a couple days ago, I was driving through Michigan, and I was over there on Southfield Freeway, and sitting in traffic, and we're just driving along, and I just happened to look over my head, and I see this car merging into my lane right at my door. So I blow my horn, and next thing you know, the lady, slams on her brake, burning rubber, so she don't hit me. And I'm like, how do you not see this big white truck, lady? I even have the logo on the door. Big red, white, and black logo that says Pam Transport. And, big metal steps and a gray plastic fairing or panel. And, you think the size of these things, people would be able to see you easily, but it's like the bigger you are, the more invisible you are. It's strange. Don't get that concept. But anywho, back to the downgrades. You know, like I said, it's part of the Smith system. Be singing, throw them flashers on. If you're downshift in the 9th and 8th gear, 7th gear, throw your flashers on. When you're going down, try not to use your service brakes too much. Your engine brake should be your best friend. And you can control your engine brake. You have 3 different settings for your engine brake. You have the low, the medium, and the high. Or 1, 2, and 3 brakes. And, you know, should play around with that while you're going down the grade. Me personally, I just keep it on the third one, the high end. And I mean, it gives me better control. But yeah, my first downgrade was actually on my very first run as a solo driver with Pam, and you know, I was in Pennsylvania, yeah, and you know, I was going up the mountain, and my first downgrade was when I came down the mountain. And yes, it was scary. It was nighttime or early morning. Narrow 2-lane road, no guardrails, dropped down off a cliff. You know, it was quite the experience. But I did everything right. And, you know, the first time going up it, I stalled. But I was able to recover and get rolling again. So, like I said, I mean, it won't hurt to take them downgrades at slower speeds. So that is all I got for you. Hope this answered your questions. Feel free to post any comments in the video. This is your man Shawn signing out. Peace.